What's up all my guitar addicts? I'm Caesar and we're back with another video. Today we're going to figure out if we can make this 2018 Charvel San Dimas Style 1 HH FR with the ebony fingerboard and the swamp ash body. We're going to see if we can make this guitar even better. Stay tuned. All right, all my guitar addicts, if you've been watching this channel, you know that I love this guitar. This guitar is made in Mexico. It says it right here on the neck plate, right? I believe so. Yep, made in Mexico. This guitar, I believe, is one of the best things to come out of that Fender Mexican plant. I believe it's the same place where they make all the made in Mexico Strats and Tellies, and the same place they make some of the EVH stuff that's made in Mexico also. And I gotta say, the stuff that comes out of that plant, I think we all know it's awesome stuff. But this guitar, for the money and the way it's put together and the features you get out of it, to me it's almost the perfect guitar. I mean, it really is. It comes with the Seymour Duncans, the JB and the 59. It comes with the ebony fingerboard, which I love ebony fingerboards. It comes with the Floyd Rose, and it comes with a decent one. It comes with the 1000. Which to me is a pretty good one. It's made in Korea, it's got all the original specs, and it just plays nice. What's great about it too is that the bar nut here is a good steel, so when you tighten it down, it doesn't keep getting loose on you and you keep having to tighten it down every time you use the bar. This one, when you tighten it down, it stays pretty good. This guitar also comes with the coil split, which I think is awesome, because these Seymour Duncans, these are great humbuckers, but they actually sound pretty good too when you split them up. So what can we do to make this guitar even better? Well, when I bought this guitar, because I bought it used, because you know I love buying used guitars, the guy who sold it to me said that I should look into upgrading the tremolo. And to be honest with you, I had never heard of upgrading a Floyd Rose tremolo. All the guitars that I have are like late 80s, early 90s guitars with Floyd Roses on them, and I didn't really realize that that they weren't making them as good as they used to. But you can still buy upgrades and turn this one into a fantastic one. Now, like I said, this one rocks. I mean, this is a pretty great tremolo, and you could go on stage and you could go on tour, and this could be your tremolo for life, and it'll work. It's a great tremolo. I love it. Made in Korea, very solid. But there was a couple things that they said you could do to make it even better. One of them was changing the block. Now, I'm going to show you some closer pictures, but as you can see, it's got a block, it's got a steel block, but it looks rather small compared to the block that used to come on the original Floyd Roses, the ones that were made in Germany. Those came with a massive block. Now, Floyd Rose sells upgrades for these, and that's what I did. I bought the Floyd Rose. This is the 32 millimeter, and this is what they call the fat brass block. And I'm going to show you some pictures here of how much bigger, how much more metal, and how much wider, yeah, I guess you would say wider, right? Because it's not any longer or any deeper. How much wider this brass one is compared to this one. Now, when I looked it up on the internet, everybody said that just changing this block changes your tone in a massive way. It makes it fuller, it makes it richer, and it gives you a lot more sustain. So when I was looking into upgrades, that was one of them. And another one that people said to do was to change the inserts here to titanium ones. And I had heard that the stronger titanium will also give you a better tone, better sound, more sustain, but that's already getting quite expensive. When you buy the titanium inserts, that's already way over $100. And I figured I didn't want to put that much more money into this Floyd Rose tremolo, where you're already getting to the point where you could probably buy one of the Floyd Rose Pros, the ones that are made in Germany, the ones that are made authentically like the old ones used to. But for 35, 40 bucks, you can get this fat brass block, change it pretty easily, and it's supposed to upgrade your sound. So we are gonna see. So in this video, I'm gonna have some sound demos. I'm gonna use the same amp sim for all of them, and I'm gonna use presets, and I'm gonna tell you exactly which amp sim it is. And I'm just gonna use presets, and this is the before video. So I'm gonna give you a couple little sound demos on how it sounds, each pickup real quick, clean, crunchy, and distorted. And then the next video will be me shredding on this guitar and letting you hear it and telling you how different it feels when we change this brass block. All right guys, so I'm here, I'm sitting in front of Ableton. I've got the amp simulator up that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use Swanky Amp from Resonant DSP. It's a free amp simulator plugin, it's VST, and what's great about this guy is that it has presets for sounds and it has the cabinet simulator in the program. So that way I can use the same amp style, the same cab, and the same presets, and that way we can judge this guitar apples to apples now with the small block, and then when I install the big brass block, right? The big ass block. So I'm not really doing too much. I've just got this super overdrive pedal here, and I'm just using it as a preamp. So I've got the drive all the way down, and I'm just using it for level control and for a little bit of tone. But what happens is I'm using this Focusrite Scarlett preamp, and the preamps on there tend to be very full spectrum, and the guitar sounds a little bassy. When I run into one of these pedals, it kind of tightens the frequencies that it's gonna let through, and it makes it sound more like a guitar and more like a guitar amp. So real quick, I'm gonna make some recordings, let you hear what the pedal is doing to the sound, and then I'm gonna give you some sound demos really quick, both pickups, clean, crunch, distortion, just so we have an A to judge the B that we're gonna do when we change the block and we re-record it. That'll be B, and that way we can A-B and we can see if it made a difference, if the 30 or 40 bucks invested in it was worth it. So real quick, I'm just gonna give you a quick taste of what this pedal's doing. So this is the pedal on. So I'm on the front pickup, which is the 59. Now without it, you'll hear it's quite bassy. I'm saying it's not quite that mid-range bump that a guitar has. It's a lot more bass. So I usually run it with the pedal on real quick. This is the JB with the pedal on. All right, that's the clean sound on Swanky Amp, but as you can see, it's kind of overdriving the preamp on the amp simulator a little bit. Without the pedal, hear how it's kind of bassy and it's not as bright in the mid-range. It's not as guitar sounding as we want it to be. So I'm gonna leave the pedal on for the rest of the demos, and that's gonna be the signal chain. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna go for edge, which is the crunch sound. Now we'll do it with the JB, right? The other one was the 59, sorry, my bad. guitar sounds. This guitar is awesome. If you told me that I could get an American one, it would be just like this, just better, I'd buy it today. So that has been with the coil split on. So real quick, we'll try the full humbucker. Back to the 59. Get a little harder now. This is the distorted preset. It's called distort. I'm assuming it's distortion. Let's see. Back to the 59. All right, real quick, the JB again. All right, hope you dig it, hope you liked it. Stay tuned for the after video. All right, so that's the plan, guys. Stay tuned, and hopefully you like this video and you stay tuned for the next one. So, some housekeeping, let's get it out of the way. If you like the video, look down there. There should be a big old subscribe button. Go ahead and click that, because that's the best thing you can do to support me, support the channel, and help me to bring you as much guitar as I possibly can, because I love to do it. Also, there should be some like buttons here, so click the thumbs up. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, even if it's bad. Just, be gentle. Don't be a troll or a dick. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let's start a conversation. Hopefully, there are some people out there who do have some experience changing this block from the little block to the big block. And you can let me know if it worked for you or not. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. See you later.